Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks ever so much for joining me today to find out how my project use up is going. So it is going okay. There are products, 5 products that I've used up, and one of them is makeup, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm only adding 3 products in this time, and they're all for very sort of deliberate reasons, which I'll go into. And there's a lot of products I actually haven't touched at all since the last update, other than this morning, where when you go to film an update video, it reminds you of all the stuff in there that you should really be on it, but you'd forgotten. And so yeah, I have, for example, my L'Oreal white eyeliner in my waterline today, but I haven't used it at all since the last update. So products that I've not used at all since the last update I've kept in this box, and then products that I have been definitely making progress on I've stacked here. So yeah, let's make a start and check out how it's been going. So the products I've used up are my Micella water by Garnier. I wanted to use that up because I have a giant bottle size and a travel bottle size, and the plan is to use the travel bottle size and decant the giant one into it, so I wanted this gone out of my collection because I have 3 different sizes of the same product, but I do pretty much use this every morning, so I've got to admit it wasn't that difficult. There was the start, that was the last update, and now it's finished, so that's going straight into my empties bag, which is now overflowing and has become 2 empties bags, so that is something that needs filming shortly too. This Imperial Leather foamburst sunrise, I thought this was finished at the last update, and it turns out it had a little bit in it, but it's definitely finished now. I really actually enjoyed this. So did my daughter. I used a little bit on her. In fact, moving forwards I might go and buy her some more of these because she seemed to really enjoy it, and it's nice for kids, you know, to have that foamy bubbliness straight out of the packaging rather than her having to suds it up. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Personally though, I wouldn't buy any more for myself because I mainly bought this as a sort of shaving foam product, and I'm epilating more than shaving and have done for ages, which is why I put it in the project, because I needed that motivation to finish it. So that's going in the empties. I got through this Moringa cleansing balm by Emma Hardie, which was a small sort of 50ml sample size that came in my, I think, M&S Beauty Advent Calendar at Christmas time. It smells lovely. It just smells so gardeny and organic. Sort of any spa I've walked into that's got a gift shop where you walk in, there's all like Elemis and Declior everywhere. Sort of smells like that. Or there's that Lush cream, the really gardeny scented one. What's it called? I think maybe Dream Cream. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. But very grassy. But I really like it. I like the scent. I mean, the product itself, I'm sure there's people out there who would get a lot of use out of this. For me, it's a faff on. I don't want to rub it all over my face and then get a washcloth and take it off and then have a washcloth to wash every day, as if you don't have enough laundry to do. God, it's never ending as a mum, in my house anyway. So yeah, my routine is I use a bit of coconut oil to take my eye makeup off. Then I take that off with a sensitive baby wipe. I just wipe the rest of my makeup off with a sensitive baby wipe, and then I wash my face. To me, that's really, because I'm used to it, it's really quick and easy and effective, and I never get breakouts, and I don't have an issue with my skin, so I'm not looking for a rescue product to save me, and so I'm not looking for a big change. And for me, this would be a big change to my normal routine and just extra work for no reason. So yeah, I wouldn't repurchase that. But if you're looking for a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil, give that one a try. It does take your makeup off, and it smells lovely. I got through my vitamin E facial oil, and the packaging sort of come off, and it's a Superdrug's own brand, and I really love this brand. I love their Radiance brand and the green packaging, and their Vitamin E brand in this sort of beigey oatmeal coloured packaging. I ended up using this on my feet a lot because although it is very moisturising, and it's nice if you want that extra step, I didn't find it very hydrating. So I found that when I was using this on its own, you could see some sort of visible dry patches on my forehead where I'm driest. if I didn't use a night cream underneath it. And then when I used a night cream underneath it, it just felt like an unnecessary step. but if you already have a night cream, there's other benefits in it you love, like anti-aging, but you want a little bit more hydration, then give it a go, and it's cheap as chips. But for me, most of my face night creams are already moisturising and hydrating enough, so it didn't really do much for me. So I have great, actually I really enjoyed it on my hands and feet though. This is the lipstick that I finished up. I got it on my lips today because I dug some out. In fact, let's dig a bit more out. And although I'm considering it finished as I film this, I may even just have it in my pocket till the end of the day and just dig out as much as I can before I chuck it at the end of the day. But yeah, that's completely used up. I cannot remember the last time I used a lipstick up. I'm over the moon. The consistency of this is very much like the Revlon lip butters, which you can't get anymore. So I might check Avon out and see if they still do it, although I doubt it because this is ridiculously old. And it's in the shade Sheer Pink. I love these sort of easy breezy lip colours, especially for spring. And yeah, what can I say? Enjoyed it. If it was on sale again, I wouldn't repurchase it. Because I've got that many lip products, I don't need to replace that. The point of having it in the project was to get it out. So yeah, I've done that now and I'm really pleased about that. So let's have a look at my numbers. So I've finished 9 products in total now, and I'm using up 30 in the project ongoing. 1 product's being thrown away this time and 3 products being added in. So if we just go to the product that's being chucked away, it's this e.l.f. Maximum Coverage Concealer in Porcelain. I've been using this as a foundation, and it has worked really well for that. The consistency is better as a foundation than it is a concealer, because as a concealer I don't necessarily get sort of the coverage and staying power that I'm looking for. And it worked really well. I'm gutted with myself that I cannot consider this finished. I'm not going to consider it finished because I'm not a cheater, and there is a small amount left. Like if I squeezed it all out, I could get, there you go, a tiny amount out of this. So I cannot consider it finished, but I really deserve it for it to be finished because I've used nearly all of it, and it's a massive tube, it's 20 millilitres. But this stinks and I cannot do it anymore. And I put it all over my face and it worked alright as a foundation. I say alright, it's accentuated dry patches and it settles in fine lines. I wore it to work, but when I started using the other foundations again, I realised like how bad this is and how much of a faff on it is to constantly go into the toilets at work and check on it and pat it out of my lines. Some of the days I'd go and I'd have, I mean, the smile lines would be ridiculous, and if I'm busy with a customer I can't run to the bathroom just for makeup purposes, and so I wouldn't want to wear this on my day off because it's kind of one of those things where I was like, oh, I'll just use it up on the days I'm at work when I don't really care. But I do care about looking ridiculous, so I wouldn't recommend this as a foundation. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it as a concealer. It's not that it's really bad as a concealer, it's just there are better ones out there for similar price points. But yeah, that's going to need to go in the bin. Let's stop talking about it and chuck it away. So these are all the products that I've been working on. I have every confidence this will be finished by the next update. I'm right here. I'm not going to mark it because I'm giving up on marking things because they just rub off. So I'm right here, and this is where I started. So yeah, I've got this much left, and I have every confidence, as I say, that that will be finished up for the next update. My Listerine Stay White, there is the marking, so that stayed on, and now I'm here. So I've every confidence in myself that I'll have that finished off for the next update, because although I've been finding it really difficult to remember to use it, I've switched on to a soft bristled electric toothbrush at the minute because of my sensitive gums for the pregnancy. And so if you use electric toothbrush over a manual, you know what I mean, in the sense that your teeth feel really clean, but the rest of your mouth isn't, because it's so tiny you're just brushing each individual tooth one by one. So it has encouraged me to use that, because I actually do need that to wash the whole mouth out after I've used the electric toothbrush. I was mainly concentrating on this Revlon Colour Stay Concealer for most of the time since last update, and I thought I was finished, so I took the stopper out and there's actually quite a bit left, but then I misplaced it and I've since found it. So I have used the Maybelline Fit Me one quite a bit as well since the last update. There's the last line there just fading off, and there's the line where I am now. So this has got some use whilst this one has been misplaced, and now I found it again. I can see how much is left and I have every confidence. This is my goal. I want the Listerine, the Neo Bay Toner and Revlon Colour Stay Concealer finished by next update, those three. This won't be finished by next update, the Maybelline Fit Me, but it's going really well, and that's not one of the products I'm looking at thinking, oh god, I'm not going to get that finished, or I don't really want to finish it. I'm enjoying it. I actually much prefer it to the Revlon one. So my 17 Skin Wow highlighter, you cannot tell, but I have used that a little bit since the last update. I took it away with me when I went to visit some family in the Midlands and accidentally left it in my travel case, so again it was a misplaced one and that's why it hasn't been used much. Excuses, but I have used it this morning underneath my foundation, and I do really love it. It's more cost effective than L'Oreal's Lumi Magique and the Lumi Primer, but it's very, very similar. And then I've got L'Oreal True Match Foundation. I think I'm back down here now. I've been using this loads since I decided to chuck the e.l.f. concealer, and I really love this. I've got the newer formula in 1.5 natural, and this one is in 2C kohl. So I do have to mix this with lightning drops to make it my actual shade. I should have just got 1C. I don't know why I didn't, but I'm pretty sure I've had one before and it was a bit too pasty. That's why I've gone with the 1.5 in the newer formula. So yeah, I really love this. I just hope that the new formula is as good and I like it as much, because I'm enjoying this a lot. And I think, yes. Okay, let's just get it out there. I'm going to aim to have this finished by the next update. So that's 4 products to aim to be finished by next update. And for those products, I'll put a star against them, an asterisk in the description bar. Gosh, I'm getting so organised. So this is my Lancome Photogenic Luminescence Foundation. I didn't think I liked this that much after I did an update. Let's just talk properly. I didn't think I liked this that much when I last did a review video on it. It didn't get that much of a positive review. But it was mainly because it's high end, so my expectations were higher. I have enjoyed using it in the project. I haven't used a huge amount of it because I prefer the True Match, not because it's cheaper or good for the price, but because it's better in my own opinion. But I have enjoyed using it, and it's not a chore to finish, and I will have that finished. I'm hoping that I'm going to get a bit of sun in the summer and I won't need to mix a lightener in with that one at the time. And then I've got the Lip Butter Vanilla and Macadamia Lip Balm. I've used quite a bit of that, so I'll show you an update on that. I don't know why I do it to myself, buying potted lip balms, because I don't really like them. So once I've got them all out of my collection, I won't be repurchasing potted lip balms. Hopefully I can stay strict with myself, but that one's going alright, and I don't think I'm going to have that one finished for the next update. And then the last product I've been definitely using and working on since the last update, I think I just said last update a minute ago about that lip butter. I meant next update. So by next update, I don't think I'll have that finished, but I will make a dent. This is my All About Bronze Ultra Bronze palette by Makeup Revolution. So messy, powdery. I'm working on this shade. Oh, there we go. This one. Those are the shades I'm working on. So this is where we are now. I think my plan is to have this finished and this hitting pan by the next update. I've been using these mainly since the last update, but they're very, very dry, extremely dry. I'm going to have to really dig my brush into that to get some colour off them. Yeah, so they're massively dry, they're baked products, so and they're very messy. Like, you dip your brush into these and it's just powder everywhere, and you literally need to clean after using this. So yeah, that's how we're going so far. So just to conclude, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products that I'm aiming to actually finish up by next update, which is this shade here, the Naobe toner, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, L'Oreal True Match foundation, Revlon Colour Stay concealer, and Listerine Stay White. And the products that, oh, this nail polish that I'm wearing is a 17 colour. Number 7, you probably heard of Number 7, the Boots brand in the US, but they also do a brand for sort of marketed more for younger people or teenagers called 17. The shade's rubbed off, so I can't tell you, but this is what I've got on my nails today, and this isn't the project, and it's nearly done. I think I have got literally 1 application, if that, left in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6, yeah, so 6 I'm going to get finished, aim to get finished for next update. And the other nail polish I had in the project was this Mink colour by 17, and I've used that once, and I'm going to get stuck straight into cracking on with that once I've finished up this. Even though it's not the most summery of colours, it is a nude, and so it's an all-round colour, so I think I should be able to make a dent in that. This is the box of products that haven't had any attention at all since last update, so rather than make the video super long, I'm just not going to mention them, but I'm going to try and be better for next update. And these are the 3 that I'm adding in. So I'm adding in the Body Shop Lightning Drops. I've got this much left. I'm only adding this in because I cannot use the other foundations in my project without this, so in which case it's getting used up as we go along anyway, so I might as well get some kudos out of using it, because I've got 2 huge bags of empties. I'll link my empties playlist in the description box for you. And I realised that I'm adding in so many things into this project which are very difficult to use, and I'm not allowing myself the satisfaction of putting things in that are necessarily easy to use, and I need to do a few of those things to keep my motivation going. Or same reason I'm adding this Revlon quick dry top coat. I've got this much left, I want to finish this up. So when I finish the Lightning Drops up, I've got a NYX white foundation to start using, which I haven't tried yet. And when I finish using up the Revlon top coat, I've got a Barry M High Jelly Shine top coat to use, which I much prefer. And so I want to get those out of the collection. And then my 001 transparent shade of the Rimmel Stay Matte, I want to get that used up. Purely because it's showing loads of pan and the packaging is broken, like all Stay Matte packaging always does every single time. You'll know what I'm talking about if you buy this product. So yeah, those are the 3 that I'm adding in. And I think that's everything for today's update. So if you're doing this with me, if you've got projects that you're using up at home, because I said I know a lot of people that don't make videos on YouTube have commented, well, I'll say a few, have commented to say that it's motivating them to use up their own stash. So if that's the case, let me know in the comments how you are doing, and I hope everyone is really, really well, and I'll see you in the next update, or the next video, which will probably not be another update of this, but I'll also then update this next month. So I'll see you in the next video and also in the next update. Bye!